naturally aspirated German V8 making 385 horsepower, pinnacle of Mercedes design, an absolute apex of German engineering. W211 E550. Do you even need an AMG? Hello, my name is Elvin and welcome to Accent on Cars. We have an E550 today and I want to approach this review with two questions in mind. Is it the best German V8 you can buy for under 10,000? And do you even need an AMG when you have something like this? Look at this thing, like just look at this. This is like so beautiful. The wheels, everything, the technology, the comfort. I'm gonna talk all about these things, but I want just to highlight and explain to you why you do not need to buy newer, like lesser cars like Toyota Corollas or whatever. No offense, but why buy those cars when you can buy a true pinnacle of Mercedes engineering V8, very reliable car pretty much. I'm gonna talk about reliability in a bit. And these cars don't go for much nowadays. You can buy them for 10,000 if they have like higher mileage or whatever. Probably do not buy those. My recommendation would be to get a nicer one from like drier climates or states like California. This particular one is in very great shape, very low mileage, which is why I'm very excited about this. But at first we gotta talk about the W211 platform and its role in the Mercedes product line. The W211 Mercedes was introduced in 2002 at the Brussels International Auto Show, and the E500 was part of the initial product lineup. The E550 was introduced later in 2007. It was designed by one of the greatest artists of 2000s, Hartmut Sinkwitz, and it was a huge success. It conquered the hearts of people worldwide. Mercedes sold more than 1.5 million of these cars worldwide, and I believe about 250,000 of those were wagons, the rest were sedans. A wide variety of engines were offered, from smaller four-cylinder diesels, gasolines, all the way to E63s, E550s of the world, and this one is the younger sibling of the AMG. So I want to understand how good this car is, how does it compare to the AMG, and whether you even need the AMG and the headache of owning an AMG, or this is just like more than enough. So W211 was a very successful platform, pretty much bulletproof, reliable. The development budget for this thing was $2 billion, and that's like 2 billion back in the day. Adjusted for inflation, that's probably like 5-6 billion nowadays, which was crazy, unheard of, and actually was much bigger than the development budget of the legendary W140 S-Class. Can you believe that? I want to say that the E550 is a true wolf in the sheep's skin, because unlike the AMG, it's a little understated. It looks exactly like an E350, but it's so much more potent. And this engine, man, like pushing 400, and that's back in 2007, that's not a joke. So I want to highlight a few things, like technology things that this car had in 2007 that most cars don't even have nowadays. First of all, we have an air ride all around. So it rides like superbly and comfortably. You have keyless door handles, which means you can walk to the car, open the door, get into the car, start it up and start driving without ever touching your key. Interior space is beautiful, elegant, very comfortable. And this E550 badge over here, that tells people on the road that this car is a no joke. Very practical too. Trunk is huge. My favorite thing is that you can fold the rear seats. Although this particular one doesn't have power operated trunk lid, but that was an option and some cars do have it. So, you know, everything is pretty much button operated, power operated. You have a rear, sunshade. Some cars could have rear sunshades here too. This particular car doesn't have it. Guys, I'm excited to announce that Accent on Cars finally got its own website. Check out the link down below in the description. So where you will find some nice accessories and repair kits for W211 specifically. For example, door handles are notorious for going bad and breaking all the time. So I have a repair kit, keys are in my pocket. And this one was actually broken. So you can fix your keyless door handle if it's broken on your W211, or you will find other AMG specific merge. More products dropping soon, so check out the website down below, and thank you for your support. All right, now let's talk about the heart of this car, the engine and the transmission. So this particular one, being 2007, has the M273 engine. So if you get E550, 2003 through 2006, you will get M113 engine, which is very reliable, single overhead, aluminum block and head. If you get 2007 to 2009, you will get M273, the 5.5 liters. I forgot the exact cc's, but my nerds out there will know. So this one makes significantly more, I believe 382 or 385 horsepower compared to 306 that the M113 produced. So significantly more power, significantly more torque, and significantly better on MPG and gas usage. So combined, the owner says that he gets like 26 MPG highway and city, which is superb, especially given that this car is from almost 20 years ago. So all of these are the reasons why you should consider buying this older, beautiful German machines instead of lesser, newer cars. But you might be asking, what about the reliability? So it's not a Toyota, so it's not gonna be like the cheapest car you will ever own. However, it's not known for any like catastrophic failures either. Things can add up though. The most common things are the oil leaks. For whatever reason, you know, all these German cars, as they age, they develop oil leaks. So you may see oil leaks coming out of the oil filter housing, the oil cooler, this, that, maybe the valve cover gaskets. So I do not consider this like a big problems because they are kind of like wear and tear items. But if you get one of these, make sure that they have either been replaced or be prepared to replace them. Things are very easy to DIY yourself if you're a DIYer. If you have to take it to a mechanic, it can get a little more expensive. The parts, the gaskets and stuff are not that expensive at all. Other problems you may see is that the cam adjuster, position sensors, and various sensors may also develop, get oil in them. So unplug them, make sure they are dry inside. If they're not, change them, change the gaskets. Other than that, other like wear and tear items are the pulleys, the belts, accessory belts. Make sure you take care of those as soon as you get the car. Spark plugs, the coils are obviously need to be serviced as well. In the back we have a PVC, very common even in my AMG. Just replace it. Injectors, replace them, and be good for another 10 years. Engine mounts can go bad. These are heavy engines. Once again, make sure engine mounts have been addressed. Radiator can develop a leak on higher mileage cars if driven in climates like Massachusetts, but not that common. Another big one is the balance shaft may be problematic, and it kind of can get expensive to repair and to fix. So you want to make sure that you get later year, like maybe second half of 2007 or something, if you are getting this particular engine. So moving on to the transmission, it's the same transmission as all like 2007 and newer Mercedes. It's a 7G, very reliable. I have a video talking extensively about that transmission and how to maintain it, how to prevent it from failures. Make sure you watch that video after watching this one. The link is going to be down in the description. Most common things, just to mention it briefly, is the conductor plate. That's about like $2,000 to fix and repair if you are taken to the mechanic, but you can do it at home for much cheaper if you are mechanically inclined. And other things are just the suspension related, the airbags, this, that. Airmatic system may be problematic as the car gets over 100,000 miles. Once again, not terrible, not the end of the world, couple grand, and you should be good for another 10 to 15 years. Overall, I want to say, if you buy one of these cars in a good shape, expect to spend $2,000 a year on average. There will be years when you spend nothing, just you change your oil, and there will be years when something breaks and you have to spend a couple grand. Overall, it's going to end up being cheaper than having a car payment for a new car. Just maintain, stay on top of things, oil changes, don't go over 5,000 miles, frequent good quality oil changes, and expect to spend about $80 to $90 on oil changes you know, because it takes like synthetic oil. Look at this interior, guys. Look at this beautiful interior, elegant, like the steering wheel, all natural leather, beautiful, comfortable in your hands, elegant, beautiful instrument cluster. You have 4-zone climate control, real wood, leather soft seats, and very potent and powerful engine. So explain to me, how is it more rational? How is it like makes even any logical sense to get a lesser Toyota or Honda for 25 to 45,000 when you can get this car for much cheaper, for 1/3 of the price, and it rides beautiful? So here is where I'm comparing it to how it compares to the AMG. So first thing first, the ride comfort is so much kind of like softer than in the AMG. If AMG feels like riding on the clouds, then this one feels like riding on the cotton candy. It's like very comfortable, very soft, but not in a way where it kind of like constantly like has like up and down movement that makes you sick. Not in that way. However, it does even much better job than the AMG smoothing out the road. So we have airmatic suspension, which means we can switch it between comfort, sport 1 and sport 2. So I'm gonna go all the way down to sport 2 to see how that compares to the AMG. Once again, yes, I feel in my bottom that the suspension has gotten a little stiffer, but I think even in sport 2 it's still softer than the sport 2 setting in the AMG. Steering wheel isn't very pleasantly weighted. It's just like, it's true about all the W211s. It is just like such a pleasant feeling, like just shifting this wheel left and right. Brakes are a little softer than an AMG and less grippy. How are your brakes? Are they new?
They're good.
They're good, yeah, okay. So and then it means that it's just like how they are. Yeah, man, that's just the technology, like, right? We have like bi-xenon and headlight. You have like headlight washers. So yeah, this engine is not a joke and plenty fast. We are about to merge the highway and I'm gonna test it over there too. For now, I just want to say that everything here is power operated. From the seats, you have like heated and cooled seats. Massage seats was an option too. You have heated rear view mirrors, real wood, like I said, the CD changer. Look at the way this operates. The Germans over-engineered the heck out of it. This CD changer hides behind the beautiful control panel. The only thing that this car did not have is that it did not have Bluetooth music streaming. But I have a solution for you. I am now selling a Bluetooth streaming device designed specifically for W211s. If you have not seen my installation video, check out the video down below in the description. You have a button for raising and lowering the rear sunshade to block out the peasants from seeing you. It goes, it really goes, it does. But it does so with less drama than the AMG, you know, in a very smooth fashion. It's like a, almost like a train. Exhaust, there's not much of an exhaust noise, but with just the simple modifications, such as the muffler delete, you can make this engine sound really good. But whether that's needed or not, you know, that's a different question, because this is not about kind of like drama. This is a perfect highway cruiser, autobahn cruiser, where you can go very fast, very comfortably, and in a safe manner. Like bunch of like 10 plus, I believe, airbags, all the safety features that were available back in the day. Some of these cars, this particular one doesn't have it, but you could get them with adaptive cruise control, and the car would even come to complete stop if the car in front of you slowed down, and it would also beep at you if the distance shortened rapidly. You have sensors, you know, the Parktronics, which will beep at you as you get closer to the obstacles when you're like back up and stuff. No backup camera, very low noise level, panoramic sunroof. You can enjoy the night view. Yeah, the seats are nice and soft. They have like a nice shape to them, a little firmer than in the AMG. So I believe it does 0 to 60 in 5.55 seconds, something like that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so plenty fast. So we are in sport mode. I'm going to floor it. Man, yeah, it downshifts and then goes really, really fast. The only thing that's missing is that there's no kind of like exhaust mode of the AMG, but acceleration I would say almost comparable. Yeah, it pulls, it definitely does. But when you drive it like a normal human being, you get like 27 mpg. And I like that when in sport mode actually, if you like float it a couple of times, the transmission expects you to continue driving like a maniac, and it holds the gears, you know, it gets even sportier. And then if it notices that you are not gunning it anymore, it goes back to kind of like a comfort setting and like upshift to the highest gear possible. All right, so the verdict is the W211 E550 the best German V8 you can get for this in this price range? Absolutely yes. And I would highly recommend that anybody looking at, you know, Honda, Toyota, because of the budgetary limitations, but they would like to own a piece of true marvelous German engineering, definitely try to find one of these. Just like make sure you find a good one. Secondly, do you need an AMG? If you are after drama, if you want kind of like the fastest Mercedes from this time, yes, AMG is still the king. However, if 5.5-ish acceleration from 0 to 60 is plenty for you, and you are comfortable with being faster than 85% of the cars on the road, this car has just enough power, more than more people will ever need. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll see you in the future episodes. Don't forget to check the links down below in the description, and see you next time.